guys, Kim here from Kim on a Whim, and today is Wednesday, so it is Wednesday on a Whim, and I am going to show you some tricks and treats that I have for cleaning and cooking. I have a little pile of stuff right back here that I use, and let me go ahead and show you. Alright guys, so the first little trick or tip I'm going to show you is that my cloths that I use to clean around the house, I like to go ahead and write down on the tag of the cloth what I use it for. I don't buy different colored cloths, or I know I've seen a lot of people with the different cloths that you can buy, but let's face it, I clean on a big time budget. So what I do is these cloths that I come across, I will write on them. For instance, I use this one for windows and only for windows. Or the television as well. I will use it because I don't use any cleaning product. I only use water and the cloth. And like for instance, this one, I use this for my pledge. So anything that has like an oil based or anything to it, I will use this. And that way I know when I grab this, it's used only for pledge. So I'm not putting that residue of the pledge, which can sometimes have a little bit of an oil on my windows, and then my windows are all streaky. And as you guys, if you've seen my previous videos, you know I love this mitt. This is a mitt that I get from the dollar store, and it's in the automotive section, but I just love being able to have it on my hand, and that way you can kind of control every little nook and cranny of what you want to get into. So I do like this a lot, and typically like this, I do have one that I also use for my car, that I use for my car windows and stuff, but I do like to use this one a lot on my furniture as well, especially in my sofas, my leather sofas, which I will use a cleaner on. So I try to keep the one that I use for my car windows completely separate from this one that I use a cleaner on. The next little trick that I have for you would be what I use these nail clippers for. These are just nail clippers that I got out of a little kit that they're kind of small. In a pinch, I will use them to clip a nail. I do have my go-to nail clippers that I like a lot, but I use this for my candles. And I'm going to show you that right now. So when I get candles, I like to cut the wicks. And I found this to be the easiest way to cut the wicks of my candles, so that I'm not getting as much soot from my candles. Now see, I used this before to cut another candle, and then that way it's pretty low, so it's not going to create like the black that you get inside the candle or come up too high. I like to have mine on my one table, and I found that it was creating soot on my one lampshade in my front room, which this, and by the way, this is a really good candle. I really like this one. This is from Bath and Body Works. Just a side note. Alright guys, so here's another little trick I like to do in between getting on my hands and knees to clean the baseboards around the house, which I try to do usually during a spring cleaning and a fall cleaning. I will take, now this is my cedar mop that I've had for a couple years now, and what I'll do is the same that I use for cleaning the floors, I'll just turn the mop on its side so that I can get the baseboards before I start mopping the floor. That way, you know, because stuff does, the dust and stuff that gets on it, and let's face it, nobody really wants to be on their hands and knees cleaning baseboards every few weeks, so this just makes it a little easier to get any of the dust and stuff that sticks to your baseboards. So here's another little trick that I've been doing. We tend to forget when we put leftovers in the refrigerator, so I've decided now to start writing it down. So for instance, on Monday, on Sunday, I made chicken stock, and then the chicken that I used to make that stock, I had shredded so that I can use for chicken salads and chicken soup. So now this way I know I made this on Sunday, And I'm not forgetting what day I put it in the refrigerator, because we tend to do that a lot. We forget, and then we're standing there trying to figure out, okay, I think I made it on Monday, but I'm not really sure. Should we throw this away? Is it still good? Why chance it? Because let's face it, if it's not written down, I'm forgetting about it. Alright guys, let me know in the comments section below if anybody else has this issue. I have a chopping board here that I got from IKEA a few months ago, and it tends to slip on my countertop. I have tile countertop, so there's really no suction to it, and I'm trying to chop some parsley here, which can get very frustrating considering that we do have a sharp knife in our hand. So what I have found is if you put just a simple kitchen towel underneath of the chopping board, you can then chop away and not have to worry about it slipping all over the countertop and trying to hold it in one place as you're trying to work on your recipes. So let me know how that works for you guys if you like that tip. Alright, so here's another little trick that I have for you. I buy these mesh strainers at the dollar store, and I use the bottom one here for my kitchen sink, and the top one I will put into my laundry room sink, which my washer drains into, and I will also put one in my bathtub, because even though we have little strainers in there that come with the drain, it doesn't seem to be, the mesh is just so much finer, and it's able to trap more lint, for instance, in the washer drain and in the bathtub drain. Guys, I don't know how I still have a hair on my head, because I am going through and cleaning out this mesh strainer probably every other day, because it just gets so gunked up with conditioner and just soap, and it's insane. It's disgusting. So, when they're only $1, you don't mind switching them out every few weeks, like every 2 or 3 weeks, but I think it has saved our drains a lot. We have older pipes in my house, so the fact that we don't need to have them cleaned out every 6 months anymore is really safe. I mean, yeah, I spend like $1 a month on these, but to have somebody come out and clean out our drains is a lot more expensive. So I am liking this product a lot. And like I said, I get this at the dollar store. So guys, this next little item you're going to see me use is a fabric shaver, and I never realized how much I needed this until my aunt got me one for Christmas one year. I tend to like to get something a little practical as a gift, and this thing has come in so handy. It will just take any of the little pills that you get on your shirt, the pills that you tend to get like right on the sides of our shirts, right where our arms tend to rub as we're walking around, or just if we have it on underneath of our jackets and stuff, you get these little pills. This thing is awesome. It's battery operated, so that if you need to, you can take it with you in the car, which I have done. And that way it just takes all those little pills and stuff off of your clothing. I'll put a link of this product in the description box below, so you guys can head over to Amazon if you'd like to pick up. I don't have this exact product, but it's one very similar to it. Okay, so this next little trick I'm going to show you is me using Dawn dish soap to get my daughter's work shirt clean. Now, she works in a fast food restaurant, and she's usually doing milkshakes a lot, it seems, anymore. And I was not able to get the milkshake out of her shirt and pants. You can see here on the cuff of her pants, by using just a regular detergent to pre-treat. And I would do the pre-treat and wash it, and it would come out, and I would still, not only could you see where the stain was, but you could also smell it. Still had that milk smell to it. So I've started using Dawn dish detergent, and it seems to be doing the job very well. I will show you a picture of the after of her shirt, and it did a really good job. Alright guys, so the last trick that I am going to show you is the bleach load that I do as my last load of laundry to kind of wash out my washer and take care of any funky smells that will be in there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks guys. Bye.